Acha, so magic is a thing that has been found across all times, different cultures, different traditions, in not a single form. So we cannot define magic right now, but we will dissect its types, and this will be fun. Then we will have Islamic perspective over it. So let's begin. First of all, you all know about the Great Flood. नोआज़ आग हजरत नूह के ज़माने में एक great flood आया था, and mind that this flood was not for a single nation. This flood was the the whole humanity. It wiped out everything. And why is that? Well, the Bible does not answer that directly, neither does the Quran. But we do get the answer in the first आसमानी किताब, ये आसमानी सहीफ़ा, जो कि आया था हज़रत अदरीस पे, Prophet Enoch. And in his book, the chapter 3, the chapter name was The Watchers. It was told that before the great flood, before Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, there were certain fallen angels, demonoid creatures that roamed free in the world, mating with animals, humans, and creating hybrid species, including Nephilims. So, this is the answer we found for the reason of great flood. Why is this relevant? We will put this aside. We found in Hindu culture या किसी और religion में there are deities. There are these statues they worship to. Not statues, deities. You know why they're called deities? They are real because when we talk about Quran in its last verse, it says, say, I seek refuge from evil who whispereth in the heart of mankind and the jinn. हमारा इस्लाम हमें कहता है कि there is a veil between the eyes of human and of the unseen world, and that veil cannot be removed. Now, the thing we have to understand is that there is an excess amount of unseen dimensions कह लो या realms कह लो that we cannot comprehend. And हमारा इस्लाम क्या कहता है? The only way you can find virtue, spiritual virtue, is from Tauheed, oneness of Lord. You pray to Him. Now, इसको countersect करने के लिए listen to this. In old times, magic was not necessarily evil. For example, Kabbalistic magic. You can search Tree of Life, आपको थोड़ा समझ आ जाएगा. So after the death of Moses, the death of Aaron, David, Solomon, the rabbis, they derived a tree of, they called it the tree of life. उसमें there were spiritual pathways, spiritual conscience levels that humans could have achieved. Now, the thing that countersected with this is that they found out after a certain level of achieving a conscious spirituality, it is quite a possibility that you become wicked. And why is that? Now, there are there is transcendental magic, there is ceremonial magic, there is Kabbalistic magic. These three branches belong to the Jewish tribe. उसके अलावा there is shadow magic, there is magic of divination. Like, I will also explain that shadow magic is not that evil. It's a form of transformative, self-reflective mirror magic जिसमें इंसान खुद को एनालाइज करता है, more of a psychological. It's not like this magic states you कि शीशे में अपने शयातीन से बात करो. But if you study it carefully, there are certain things you find out. The thing you have to understand is the demons are created out of your desires and fears. They're, the word demons is just a metaphor, maybe. Acha, now what is ceremonial and transcendental magic? This is the best one. Nahin, astaghfirullah, the worst one. After the death of Prophet Solomon, there was a certain book, the Lesser Key of Solomon, which contained how to conjure 72 demons that were in control of Prophet Solomon. उसमें उनके conjuration के methods दिए हुए थे. Now, the issue with that is कि इस किताब के origins नहीं पता. This was not written by Prophet Solomon because these had evil blood rituals to connect you with demons. And Quran इसी चीज़ को confirm करते हुए एक specific verse में कहता है कि Solomon did not commit to black magic. The knowledge of divination was gifted to him by the Lord. These 72 demons and the Lesser Key of Solomon, ये किसने लिखी है, no one knows, but it is transcendental and ceremonial magic. Now, these 72 demons are not any regular demons. They are more of a princess. Now, some can rule 30 legions of demons, legions, tribes of demons. अगर हम जैसे हिंदू कल्चर में देखते हैं, they worship deities. You know the word deity. Now, it is not कि वो असल नहीं है. I believe the deities that are being worshipped are real. They exist, but they are not for mankind to see. जब हम जिन्नात के बारे में बात करते हैं, you have to understand there is quite an enormous amount of information which a human mind cannot handle. As the Quran says, कि if the veil between your eyes and the unseen world is removed, आप अपना दिमागी तवाज़ुन खो बैठोगे, because it is not for a normal man to comprehend. Here, I found this book, दो साल. These were the people of God. इसके author वगैरह कोई नहीं है, but it has a history of prophets which I studied. And another book I would like to show. This is I would rather not tell its name, but I'll show you a page of it. Be prepared. So, this was talismanic magic. Now, you can judge me, or I know this is more weird for me. This is not my professional account, it is personal slash professional account. Now, the thing is कि कुरान क्या कहते हैं इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में. Well, देखो, Quran never said कि astrology does not exist. In fact, hadithon से astrology is real, is backed up. Quran does not say palmistry is a lie. Quran does not say numerology is a lie. What our Islam does tell us is that agar, if you want to be virtue, you have to hold Allah की रस्सी, जिसे नहीं कहते Tauheed, Oneness of Lord. That is the way of your spirituality. The thing is, what you call magic, what we all call magic, is not necessarily evil. Magic is not necessarily evil. It is a gateway to spirituality. And whether this spirituality is then used for betterment or worse is under the control of the person performing the act. But regarding that, Quran कहता है कि नहीं. If you dwell into these things, if you start studying them, you will see patterns and you will think you have control over things, and after a certain level you will experience such things कि तुम्हारा ईमान उठ जाएगा. ये हमारे इस्लाम, इसलिए हमारा इस्लाम कहता है कि तौहीद के अलावा और किसी तरीके से you should not get spiritually awakened, more like. And regarding these magics, I've said enough. अब मैं तुम लोगों को एक किताब दिखाई है. uh, I know it is quite judgmental, or I do not promote this. I do not promote studying any type of dark arts, occultism, or alchemy. But the thing is, that I studied astrology before I found the Quran, or this is a thing I condemn, and this video was only for educational purposes. That's it.